Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series on Transport Fever 2. This series is called the Mega Urban series, and the reason for that is I might have gone a bit overboard with town placement on this map. It's a map I've got off the workshop, but I then added all the towns myself. And you can see I clustered them. We're going to get some massive urban areas in this once we grow them all. And we're going to get a lot of traffic jams, a lot of issues delivering people and goods to their destination, which is why I think this could be an interesting challenge for a series. We're starting in 1900 with $20 million, because I haven't changed the currency, if that's even possible in this game. And this map, it has some small towns, but then it has some town clusters, and we're going to have to see how we're going to develop the public transport networks. I've got a lot of mods. I think this is the most modded series I've done yet. I've also got industry expanded mod now. At the moment, all of the industries on this map are the basic, kind of the vanilla industries, the basic ones. But once we get further in the game, I've got industries to disappear and kind of reappear. So we will get some of the industry expanded stuff later. So the first things first is just we need to start getting cargo moved around, I think. Now we could use trains. Let's say I've got a lot of mods here. Might just get a regular cargo station. So what we could do, I'm thinking, got a lot around here that wants food and construction materials. I feel like if we got a route kind of along this stretch here from Money Town Centre to Money Market, probably pretty direct, but then we could get some cargo running on that as well. So in fact, okay, we're already like with 3 minutes into the series or whatever, and we're already going for a new train station. So we want to work out what train station. You've got a bunch of stations off the workshop. Any big ones? I'm thinking we're going to want really big. That's only like 8 platforms or something. That's not very big. That might be it for now. The biggest we can get. I mean, to be honest, just go for 10, 240 metres. Maybe. Because here's the thing, we're going to want to set up public transport networks to kind of have hubs in each kind of urban cluster. Because the reason for that is that, like, we can't get train lines to go everywhere. It's annoying I can't. Can I get this in if I rotate it a bit? Yeah. I feel like whatever I'm going to do is going to be a bit destructive. I got a fair bit of money to start with. I gave myself 20,000. What we could do is get this to run straight into a hill once it leaves the station in this direction. And the reason is I'm pretty sure those tracks can then go straight into tunnels. We have a lot of tracks. Let's start with this. Yeah, that can just go straight to a tunnel, but what we're really interested in is going this direction here. So, just going to get a few tracks going. So, aim of this first bit. Visible bridge, go away. I don't want invisible bridge. I want visible bridge. Let's get one of these bridges here. First things first, I'm actually going to do a bit of preemptive planning here, and I'm going to put first stop in Money Town South. Now I'm going to get 4 tracks to come out in this direction for now. I'm going to do a bit of junctions. I'm thinking 4 tracks. We're keeping it going as 4, and yes we are, because got a big part is we're going to have kind of what I'm going to call fast services and stopper services here, or express and stopper. So we're going to want 4 tracks just to split them up a bit. So I'm going to do it is they can go like that, and then that can go like that, and then That can go into there and into there. And then that can go like that and like that, maybe. It's not the most efficient junction, but it's alright. So our first station will be here in Moneytown South. And how lazy am I feeling is the question here, because we'll get obviously like not gonna have every train stop here. But there's a question of, I think we'll go for just 160 metre long platforms. So that's going to sink down. Is that? Yeah, sinking down like that. Yeah, we'll do that. So what we're going to do is got so much modded stuff. Tracks, that's the main one. Just want the basic tracks. We have 4 tracks, and the middle 2 will be bypass line. Oops, I placed one of those, and then the outer 2 will be first stopping services. So there we go. We can have miscellaneous. We can be nice to them with an underpass and platform roof. And for now, we're just going to have an entrance on one side. But if the city probably will expand to the other side, and when that happens, we will build one on the other side, right? So the other thing we don't have at the moment is any sort of cargo delivery. We're about to produce bricks or construction material, and like, where's that going to go? Well, I think my plan is, we could get like a bit of a cargo station in somewhere like here. What I might actually do is get another bridge. Where's this bridge? Here. It's one of those. Let's get that colour there, to do a parallel bridge here. And we're thinking, well, this is a lot of tracks. Well, I'm probably going to bring it down to just 4. Just if we're going to put a cargo hub, I think for this area, we're going to put a cargo hub here. So we want cargo station, 4 platforms at 240 metres, I think. That's going to massively sink in as well, isn't it? And then we're going to connect that up to here with a crossover. See, I would actually prioritise going this way. Is it possible to get one in that way? No, whatever. Prioritise bringing them to the outside, and then we can have a crossover here. It's quite a tight one, hopefully. Essentially, they use the crossover if they're going from that one in. Yeah, it's just more efficient. Right. So, once they've stopped at Moneytown South, can we bring that down into a tunnel? Is that possible? Or we could just delete the road and build it a bridge once we've built the train line. So we're going to keep it as 4 tracks, and then we're going to bring cargo in like this. This line here, we're going to use the outer lines for cargo, because they're just for slower trains, and cargo will be counted as a slower train. Right, can we get this as a bridge? Should we use the M key? Yes, we can. There we go. So, we then need to bring this up around here. We're going to give that a bridge there. And then it's just costing us a fair bit of money, I realise, without actually much prospect of making money. It's a lot of infrastructure. So essentially, yeah, let's actually just take a step back and just go for a cargo station here. So we'll probably do 3 platforms. You can see the terrain on this map is going to be another challenge. Because A, money. And B, just kind of getting towns to develop on such steep slopes and whatever. It's going to be difficult. But that's part of the challenge. This is going to be a challenging series, and I'm all up for that. So, it's going to run out that way. It's going to join a quad track line. So let's just imagine, just cut this back a bit, and imagine there's a quad track line going through this way, out of Money Market. Yeah, I also chose the names of all the towns on this map. So, it's a quad track line, and this is going to merge onto it on the outer tracks. And then we'd actually, I think for now, just gonna get this stone plant here set up. And one thing I will say about this is it's going to be a little bit counterintuitive to make the trains coming out of here, because we're going to do right-hand running, cross over all these lines, and then they're going to have to cross over again for that stone plant. But whatever, I'm sure we'll cope with it, and if we don't, then we'll build extra tracks. More tracks, fewer problems. So, let's get this set up as, do side platform just because I think that's going to be easier to get in. Let's just get it to be aligned with the road, like there. And these water patches are a bit annoying. Let's just, there we go, easy. Right, and then do that, there we go. So for now, let's get UK semaphores, why not? So, you know, because they're on the wrong, weird side, we're going to stick to right-hand running. So for now, we're going to... Ooh, I didn't realise there was an invisible bridge here. Let's uninvisible it. Whatever that means. And then signals here, 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 here. There we go. We now need a depot. Let's just get a small one. I've got a larger one off the workshop, and let's just stick it right here. Bring it onto this line. And I'll also do a crossover there, so they can get onto the fast line if necessary. So we're going to buy whatever. I'm kind of worried about how much this will cost, actually. If I was to get this, how many carriages could I get for stone? Not many, so what I'm going to do is get one of these. There we go, and then we'll put it on a new line. So, there we go, we can make it use all different platforms. So that's going to be Money Market Stone 1. And hopefully, that's going to start making us money. Let's put it into play mode for the first time. Ooh, lag spike. So there goes our train. We can have some stone building up here. And then slowly I would like to connect up this line, connect up the other stone plants. We are also going to, and I know it seems a bit weird, get a passenger station right here. And you might be thinking, there is absolutely nothing here. Trick, we've got this little town here, down at this end. So, like, rather than bring a train line to it, because it is literally tiny, we're just going to put a station here, right where the main line would go through. Probably only have the slower train stopping there. And then we're just going to have cheap buses down to there, rather than bringing a train line all the way down. And might also have cargo stopping off there. Right, we're now in debt, brilliant. Where's our wonderful train? It's there. It's not very full. Neither is there much waiting on the platform, actually. Yeah. Slightly concerned that we might have gone overboard with the length of this train. Let's save a bit of money, go down to 48. I think that's going to be enough. So, yeah, I thought there was going to be more waiting, but I suppose it is a fairly short distance. Yeah, 39. Not the greatest, but yeah. It's not going to improve if we get like more stone plants, because there's only so much that can come into here without deliveries. So on that point, let's get some trucks set up. There we go, there's a warehousing. Let's just get standard 30 metre, 4 platforms. No, 3 platforms, sorry, that was. And truck drop-off stops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a vehicle depot. Right. 1. 2. 3. And this last one's going to have to share a default platform with one of the other routes. So I'm just going to call these money market bricks 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's kind of money market west, money market south, money market east, but at some point this will just become part of money market because towns will expand into each other. And it's bricks, I'm going to call it because I can't be bothered to go for the full name of construction material. I'm even going to do a copy and paste. If I'm copying and pasting, technically speaking, I can take that out. There we go. And show you I know how to use a computer. There we go. And typing and whatever. So all of those lines need to have vehicles for the last bit of money we've got remaining. So what's the maximum number of these we can afford? 12. So we'll just go for 3 on each route. They all probably slightly different lengths, slightly different demands. So I don't think the same number of vehicles on each line is actually the most efficient thing. It's just that I think they'll all actually probably want more than 3 vehicles each, so 3's not on each is not going to harm anything. I probably should have set them to full load any here. Just so they don't drive off immediately. Probably won't be an issue anyway, because by the time they next get back they'll probably be totally full. But yeah. Okay, we'll need more stone I think before they ship out again. How much is waiting here? Yeah, once again, struggling to fill even 3 carriages. So they're all waiting. That one's not got anything, that one's not got anything, that one's not got anything yet. It's 3 and 4 that have got stuff waiting, and 1 and 2 and another 1 that's in the platform. That one's got 1. Okay, there is a certain limit to the amount of time they will wait. Okay, that's actually good. Right, there's more stone in, so hopefully that's going to improve. If that levels up immediately, then there's more we can do with that. Because yeah, 50. Yeah, these towns have got enough demand. Because that's actually going to be a problem. Not enough demand, but too much demand. And it's a good problem to have, though. Yeah, at the moment it feels like we haven't got enough demand for these, but eventually there'll be loads of bricks being produced. Okay, so that's now got 45 on it, which is more than it has any other time. Shipment is going up. That vehicle is leaving full. yeah, and they're going to go up the road, get stuck in a bit of traffic, because there will be traffic on this map. There is so much going on, and at the moment no public transport. Like, this is going to be the key area for traffic. I mean, you can already see a bit now, this road. Struggling out, still horses and carts as well. So, at the moment we're in debt, so we can't really do much. But, yeah, I think everything's getting stuck behind the last few horses and carts on the road. I think also because I did jump forward the date for May when I set up this map, that like there were still some horses and carts on the road when I did that. But yeah, anyway, lots waiting for line 1. It's line 1 actually coming back now, so that's going to fill up straight away. Okay, so at the moment, yeah, we've spent a lot of money. This train is 34, yeah. Seems to fluctuate, like one time it'll get a small delivery, and then the next one it'll get a large delivery. But yeah, once the transport numbers get up, this will level up, and then we might actually be in the market for bringing in more stone. Okay, yeah, so what I just saw there, yeah, coffee farm. Look like berries, but yeah, coffee berries, yeah. This is to do with the expanded industries, which I've got as a mod, so that should bring a bit more variety to the industries as well. So how many's waiting now? 40, 41. Ooh, this train's going to be almost full actually. 46, yeah. Shipments going up. What are they waiting for? Line 4. It's line 2. That's line 3. Is there a line 4 on the way back? It's line 2. Line 4 is the longest one, I think. And, oh yeah, some traffic here. Eventually, hopefully, there'll be more roads they can use like this. Really should be a cut through here. But yeah. Slowly starts making money. Only one of the truck routes is making money so far, but the rest should follow, and the stone route's making enough money that hopefully we should be okay. And yeah, slowly the transport numbers will go up, and we will level up, and everything will make more money. There's the next line 4 coming in. It's getting stuck behind horse and cart. Okay, they're out the way now, but it's still not a very fast vehicle. It does all right up the slopes, to be fair. So yeah, it's just going up that road, and then it'll pick up more, and then the transport numbers will go up. So, kind of another thing is we've spent a lot of money on this infrastructure which isn't being used at the moment. Which probably isn't doing us any favours. I don't really want to delete it now. I've got it in because it's all kind of in place for the future. I also realised we just need to test something. This will go over this as a bridge, right? Yeah, that does work. So we also probably want to bring a line up this way, which is east. I've done compass directions. This is north this way, roughly. So transport's going up. It's line 1. Oh, it's upgrading, it's upgrading. So that is really good now. So when that upgrades, that stone line's going to make more money because it's always going to be full. Yeah. Hopefully just everything, yeah. So this is all profitable, but it's just kind of maintenance of infrastructure that's a really big hindrance now. Because, yeah, like I said, all of this. And technically speaking, because we haven't got the track connection, I was going to say we could like set up a line between these two. We haven't got a track connection or enough money to buy trains. We could, I mean, this game has the default 5 million loan. I didn't pay that back when I was setting this up, so that could be our key to, like, just like we could get a massive loan and then build this railway line all the way so that we can get trains set up here. But yeah, this is now almost level 2. Come on, yep, there we go. So that's now going to start suddenly shipping out more. And then this is probably the last time this train's not going to be full. Even then it's got 45 out of 48. But yeah. I might do. How much is an extra carriage or 2 on this? Take another bit of a loan. Let's do that. Probably going to be a bit slow as a result, particularly up this. But it's usually already at top speed by the time, so actually it's not too bad. Yeah, that's fine for climbing up that hill. Right, livestock farm opening. Right, how much is waiting here now? 34, 35, 30, yeah. It's on its way back. It's an 84 capacity and this has got 40 already, so yeah. Longer train will be a benefit to us. So, hopefully now, what our main hope is that we don't go back into the negatives with this increased loan. And then, in that case, if we don't go back into negatives, we are going to be slowly making money, and we just need to keep it up. It's slightly disappointing that it's only done. So maybe, yeah, let's just actually take off a carriage. Then, and that money can go back into our bank account. What could we do? It's going to be really awkward because it's cheaper not to destroy. Because if I destroy a building, it costs a lot more than if I don't. So I'm going to build a road like that. So just going to connect up these roads again, really awkwardly probably. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I don't think that shortcuts any of these. But one last thing, actually, this road here. Just hopefully ease the congestion on the truck routes. So, what happens if I just bring that in there? Oh yeah. So hopefully that will ease congestion. A, to give vehicles more alternatives, and B, to give our trucks new roads, which will hopefully be a bit quieter. But yeah. Okay. Got another 683,000, let's just do that. We can actually even repay part of our loan. Build a road. Yeah, see this stub here? We could do something with. There we go. Just. Oh, we've actually done a good job of putting the truck stop on the side of the road with less congestion here. That's good. Anyway, yeah. And then the city will build new roads off that. And I don't mind having wonky road layouts. It's not a problem. We're back in the negative, but this train is. It's picked up, but it is full actually. So we could have done with that extra carriage, but it's better that the train's always full. Because then there's no wasted potential. Okay. 1 and 4 seem like the busiest, and they're on the same platform, which is causing us to lose cargo. So let's just switch that. And you know, all the trucks can use all platforms anyway, but the default platform is where they store the cargo, so you want to just ease the cargo loss on that. We're about to have a bit of money from that. Yeah, that puts us straight back in the green. Right. Another 2 vehicles for that line. because that's clearly the busiest. Now, I haven't been trucks in a while. Like possibly these are that's number 3, that's number 2, that's number 4. Yeah, and these have loads of bricks. There we go. It's number 4 as well. A couple of ones have just gone. So, yeah, traffic's a bit less bad around here now. Yeah, some industries look also closing down periodically. They only close down if we're not utilising them, which is kind of good. But yeah, that's now got more waiting there, so that's good. Once that comes back, it makes more money, hopefully. I'll be able to get an extra vehicle on line 1. Oh, there's one coming back though as well. Okay, so we might just about have enough for one cloned vehicle once the train gets in. Yep, there we go. So that's going to go in and pick up some stuff for line 1, and then there's not too much waiting there for any of the lines. So yeah, I think that's good. That's levelling up again. Now that changes stuff, because that means now that this one will send out 3 times as much as it originally was. It's 91 waiting now. So I reckon we'd probably be able to increase the number of carriages on that train even further. There we go. I know this is a lot of debt, but let's just see how much we can get for an extra. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can't quite do 4 carriages. A little bit more loan. Okay. No, that's just leaving. Hang on. Can you go back, please? And collect more. There we go. New alcohol distillery I just saw. So, and hopefully now we can then go back to potentially paying off our loan. Yeah, this train's much slower now. That is one thing about adding more carriages. Just that this locomotive is struggling uphill, because this is a mostly uphill route. This direction. It's not awful, but it is not great either. The carriages can go up to 50 miles an hour, so maybe we need to invest in a new locomotive. How much loan can we actually take? Pause. How much would it cost to exchange this for a... I haven't got steam. It's just steam at the moment. Yeah, that's affordable. Let's pay off the excess loan, right. Probably won't necessarily need as many carriages now. But then again, that's building up pretty quick. So, that's not going to be shipping out as much as we'd want. Right, ooh. Just seen 1.2 million from the delivery. So, one more on that one. One more on that one. Plus pay back 1 million of loan. Okay, we're into money making finally. We're definitely into money making. Oh yeah, 141 waiting. Okay. I'm not too worried about this train being too big, at least for now. Yeah, it's building up quick enough. And the new locomotive is going to be... I mean, it's still not like amazing, but it's definitely making it go faster than before. And you'll see more of a difference on the way back when it's going downhill. As to what top speed it reaches anyway, yeah. So it's now arriving in, and it makes 1.2 million. We can repay another bit of loan, and yeah, I think that's about where we're going to get at the moment. So, what I'll try to do is actually between episodes, like, just repay the loan a bit, because that is going to be annoying for the rest of kind of this first bit of the series, just having a loan, because that's actually more expensive. So, but I think now we're making enough money to repay the loan. I might get a few more vehicles on these lines, balance it out a bit more, make sure this train's a good length. Okay, yeah, I mean, 120 might even be on the not enough end. Maybe we could even get a second train. But yeah, I'll play a bit with just repaying the loan and getting a bit of money before the next episode, and then we'll probably expand this to get our first main line set up. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.